Have you decided what you want to be?
How does it feel to be in business with Aventurine? I bet you're not used to it. That's just his style. All or nothing is his mantra. He's always cozying up to his clients while egging them on to undertake some dangerous assignment with him. But Aventurine's luck has always been good. He's always closed all his cases without a hitch and basically never lost a gamble. Which is why, on the issue of... As for the two cases, apologies, but I don't have much info on them either. All I can do is ask...
Ugh.
Room rates keep going up.
Protocol accepted.
Face recognition failed.
Connection established.
Robot.
Okay, thanks for the follow.
Room rates keep going up. We're carrying out our captain's orders. What do you want?
Hang on. Yes.
We made a mistake last time, and we're working hard to rectify it now. We don't have time for anything else. Surveilling the IPC executive Topaz, ensuring that she stays put at the Reverie Hotel during her time on Penacony. We've got the right one this time.
So that's it. They were the pair who were after Firefly at the time.
It's you again. Back for more trouble? We're not afraid of you.
Well, spit it out. Stop.
So you know each other. Why do you keep running into... That's right. We're investigating a murder for the family. May we access the hotel's...
Oh.
Hey! The security officer instructed everyone to shut their traps before he returned from Dream's Edge. What murder? You'd better stop.
Yeah, that's right. We have nothing.
Looks like they're not going to cooperate.
Why don't we just look for the...
Face recognition.
Fuck.
Flammable goods are not permitted on the premises.
Have you decided which...
Go. Onwards. Glory.
Such tight security. I bet they're stumped by the...
I have a happy gear. I have a bunch of things.
Constructing dreams is something sacred, reflective.
Gear.
Dreams are supposed. Apologies. The Bloodhound family is running an investigation up ahead. No unauthorized personnel allowed. Hold on a minute.
How much trouble have you stirred up exactly?
Not possible. It was you the last time, yelling about some clockwork friendship while beating me up with that silver-haired girl. I'm not letting you get by this time. Please leave, or I'll have to get on my knees and beg you.
Huh? What kind of heinous crime have you committed?
Hold on, sir. We have documents authorized by the family that would aid your investigation. If it wouldn't...
Who exactly is this Gallagher you keep talking about? There've been a few people mentioning this name.
He didn't send you all?
It was the security officer who dispatched us. That's all I can divulge.
He'll do. He's the one we've been looking...
Sorry, no can do. The boss said that since it's a matter of... Everyone, please leave.
We're really sorry for troubling you.
Another way. Can you perform it again? That... It's not bad if we're resolved, please.
Sorry, no can... Everyone, please... Let me see. Whoa! It's the time to clock out! And no...
Okay then.
At least he won't be getting in our way again. Let's go find...
I was wondering what all the commotion was. Huh. Oh, it's you guys. Well...
Hello, Mr. Gallagher, sir. Judging from your tone...
Miss Himiko, you're too polite. There's no need to call me.
Mr. Gallagher, you even know my...
Of course I do. You folks are from the legendary Astral Express. And I had an encounter with this gentleman in the Golden Hour. I remember that little silver-haired... I'm sorry for what happened to that kid.
This is also the reason why we've come to visit...
The Nameless, involved with the family. What an...
Why?
It's nothing. On Penacony, everyone loves the family. No matter how much one resists the beautiful dream, when the time comes, they too will find it hard to let go. Who wants to leave a warm nest? Just idiots, little kids, and inebriated fools.
Mr. Gallagher seems to be getting at something.
Well, you got it wrong. I'm not. You want to discuss the case? Sure. Come with me. This is...
Even after that chilling tragedy, this dream is still running effortlessly. Other than the family of the Harmony, it's hard to imagine any other power in the universe that could sustain a building of such magnitude.
The family itself is a huge, perfect building. Like a living idol. Each member of the family sees themselves as a piece of the divine puzzle, revolving around a singular core and a shared ideal. Under their command, they loyally fulfill their roles, offering themselves while also receiving sustenance in return.
Interesting analogy. Perhaps that's why Penacony's beautiful dream has...
The human body has its limits, and so does...
That doesn't sound like the kind of comment a Galaxy Ranger would make.
Just pointing out the facts. Mr. Yang will definitely have a better sense of what's going on than I do.
Why do you say that, Miss Acheron?
The beautiful dream is crumbling. But not because of a particular eon, a particular faction, or a particular visitor.
Its collapse stems from a certain inevitability of human nature. The family as people immerse their souls in the dreamscape, where consequences and pain cease to exist, and only ease and pleasure prevail. They draw closer and closer to necrosis. Regardless of the perceived bliss, death looms as the inevitable conclusion. Also, this necrosis will diffuse and spread. One piece of the puzzle's mutation will eventually cause the entire building.
In the end, the dreams that people built in the name of freedom became the cage that imprisoned them. I'm sure you've gained a lot from this trip, Miss Acheron.
What up, Jen?
Willing to share your findings?
Of course.
Not too bad.
Don't mind me. It's just a habit. Owing to events in the past.
I'm trying. I had to take a break yesterday.
Forgetful. It's only when this sword is unsheathed that those hazy memories start to become.
Take your time.
That should do it. This is what I've seen and
I'm just trying to get off of Penacony.
Someone once said to me,
Not really a fan of this world.
Penacony wasn't like this.
It started out cool, but then it was just, it feels like a slog towards the end.
Reality and dreamscape of the planet of festivities. Watch the tides of night rise and fall when time stopped for people. Where the spirit. This is why I think the collapse of the beautiful dream.
There might be a way to change everything.
Perhaps. But if this is indeed the world that people.
I think it's just a little bit too much of.
It's my turn to share a story with you.
Everything.
There was a man from my homeland who, at a time when the world was grappling with, he wove together the dreams of everyone in the world, linking people's dreamscapes, and shouldered this burden himself. From this, he created a giant, a spiritual atom. And since that moment, the giant stood between heaven and earth, becoming the pillar of the world's existence. As a price, those who found it hard to move forward, who could not, they slumbered in a dream, devoid of disaster and pain, living out their days peacefully in the man's created utopia. And it is because of the wishes of those people who wished not to.
And yet, you stand here right now. Which also means that man failed.
Because people must always move towards the future. Even if human weaknesses make them pause when they truly cannot move forward, humanity will eventually seek a way to save itself. And that man, he was never a failure. Like everyone in that world, he was the sun chaser of legend, soaring towards the sky and embracing his final victory. He ascended to heights uncharted, only to come face to face with the sun, a place not visited by anyone before. His wings would melt because countless others would surpass him, soaring to even greater heights.
A fitting metaphor for the Nameless's trailblazing spirit. Thank you, Mr. Yang. I know what you wish to confirm. The universe has innumerable similar, yet different worlds.
Yeah, almost all my characters up to level 40.
I too have embarked
Got
on
two that aren't
encountering old friends with
I ran out of
faces on different worlds.
stuff
Witness, even if not
to upgrade them.
completely similar. The story you just told, I ended that man's life. Alone. I am not who you think I am. Nor will my home be as fortunate as your world.
I am sorry.
It's fine. I don't mind, so long as I can alleviate.
There's something I still wish to know, Miss Acheron. Under that representation of the hunt, exactly what sort of power is...
Mr. Yang, before answering that question, I wish to continue.
Can we just pick a
I like your
fucking
analogy
topic?
very much. Indeed,
Ad time.
birds are born
Shin.
to fly. But in a distant
Deemed
past, their
ad time.
ancestors could only gaze at the
Okay.
sky in envy.
We're gonna do a minute
They
30
saw
ad.
that faraway ray
Just for
lightning
shit.
above the heavens, piercing through the clouds and blanketing the earth. And so, time and time again, generation after generation, the birds spread their wings and took to the sky, attempting to touch its ceiling, all because the sun was there. Then, what if the last bird finally soars into the sky, only to realize that the end of the light is not the sun, but darkness? Then why, exactly, do we even walk towards the light?
Long time no see. Having fun on Penacony? Acheron?
This voice, it's not Constance. Could it be her companion?
Though I don't know exactly what you are, or what you're up to, my bullets will find you. Until then, you best find a casket store on Penacony, and ask the owner to reserve a good quality casket for you, imposter.
Imposter? I see. She gave my whereabouts to someone who's tracking Acheron too. Who are you?
Huh? Did I make a mistake?
Who the fudge are you?
I'm the Garden of Recollections.
Not bad. This is the kind of tough challenge I like.
I don't know what you're talking about, but you know Acheron, the galaxy.
Are you asking?
Not quite. I only want to ask, how exactly did she become? She's clearly not a path strider of the hunt, but you are, aren't you? Tell me, what's Acheron's deal?
Sure.
What the
Never thought
meow?
I'd come across an ally.
What? What up, Nitro?
Stroke of luck. Well, I'll be on
Shit's
Penacony
open here.
soon. Memo keeper, go buy a bottle of Donna's white oak and warm it up, and I'll raise a glass to you. That lady's passed. Well, nobody knows. But if all you want is a simple answer, sure, you best get a chair and take as an emanator who should not exist.
Holy shit, and now we're on another story part.
You look pale. Or is that also
I didn't think you'd have the nerve to show yourself.
I thought this was exactly what you wanted. After all, I faithfully fulfilled my duties as you instructed. Just tell me if you can't hold on any longer.
So, the genius of the Council of Mundanites wants
Or
to be
what?
my Undertaker now. My, what
Oh,
an
no.
honor.
Yes, and I'm pretty sure the people at the Strategic Investment Department would love to be notified of your death in due time. But let's not forget, you won't be seeing them, because
Great. Then tell your people that Aventurine is ready to go in 17 system hours.
Oh, you've got a lot of nerve. How exactly do you plan on completing your task?
Well, my conversation with Sunday convinced me that there's a traitor in the family. That they hold the secrets of Penacony. So, I took the opportunity to set everything. I even managed to recover the gift money. Things haven't gone this smoothly since I walked through the doors of the Reverie. Now I'm one step away.
Sounds like a very elaborate way of saying that you failed.
That's all I can say. Have you forgotten, Doctor? You betrayed me. Go. Do what you must. I look forward to the sight of the IPC fleet surrounding Penacony.
That's true, but what's your plan? Did you conceal an orbital support
Well, who knows? Maybe that's why I'm handing out cash even when I'm about to bite the dust.
You are indeed a gambler.
Maybe I am.
Fine. Here, take this. Open it when you're on your last legs.
What's this? Medical advice? You catch on pretty fast, Doctor. Asking me to solve a case without giving a single clue. How typical of you. But the way you're all on edge about that stowaway, it's just as I guessed it would be. As for now...
You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna come over here. We're gonna click on the warp button. We're gonna do a 10 draw. See what we get. Oh shit, I got a 5-star. What did I get though? Flexing Sky, Hidden Shadow, Fine Fruit, Indelible Promise, that's a 4-star, Pioneering, Cornucopia, Amber, Mediation, and I got, hey, I got Yangji. Yan? Yeah, I can't pronounce his name. Save my life right now. Little sword fighter dude. That's cool. He's Cloud Knight. What is? Why? Okay. Yep. That'll be alright. No, but I don't have much of a choice. I'm gonna do one more draw. Why not? One more. Express crew roster. I'm assuming that means I got another character. I got 2 5-stars in a row. Hey, I got Yukong. I got 3 5-stars. I got 2 characters and a 5-star fucking light cone. Holy shit. Oh no, I got 2. Yukong's a purple. Okay. Calm down there. I got 2. I got a light cone and a character. And then I got a purple character too. Damn. Either way, 2 5-stars in a row. Fucking telling me. I need to see what this 5-star light core is, or light cone I got is. It's not my light cones. My light cones are over here. It's only my second 5-star light cone. Funny part is, both of my 5 stars are destruction. We're gonna level this up. That's badass though. I wasn't expecting that. We come over here to characters because we got 2 new characters now. He's a haunt, right? Yeah. He should be. Yeah, he's the haunt, which is single target damage. Yeah. I got a Yukong, who's Harmony. Nice. Her abilities do.
It's been so long.
Okay.
It's been so long.
I need to get an abundance 5-star though. That's what I really need.
Would you be willing to Wow, how fabulous!
Well,
That's incredible.
sure thing.
Death?
Oh, you see.
Well, if you're up, it was like they were in some sort of.
Thank you. Unexplained coma. I can feel.
The world. You shot.
Oh, great show, Wills.
Death. The effects were awful.
Is that?
Yeah. What else can you expect?
What a joke. A monster covered in eyes. That sounds like the memories.
A sip of liquor. A blissful reprieve. To drown 1,000 sorrows. Let worries leave. I know I have what it... Oh? You, or are you just pitying me? Well, it really doesn't matter.
You really shouldn't drink so much.
Oh?
The devil of Soulblad?
They say it loves to appear to drunk people. Especially...
Yeah. Does everyone have to go through so much torment before joining the family? Darn it.
Take care, my friend. If you ever find yourself in danger, remember that the hound... You don't look good, my friend. If you need assistance, I can contact the hotel and have them wake you up forcefully.
That won't be necessary. I have some business to attend to. But thank you all the same.
All right, then. If you ever need help, don't hesitate to reach out to us hounds.
Well, actually, I do need a favor.
Stowaways? How could there be
All right. What was I even thinking?
I'm playing detective.
Is this a gift?
Yes, it's for you.
Is this for real? Someone is actually giving me a gift. Not for my parents, but for me.
No, it's not much. I just want to ask you.
I knew it. What's on your mind?
Neither.
Oh, you sound just like my father. He's an Intellitron, so his dream entry methods are different from us organics. Can't count on him to protect me if something does go haywire. Funny, right now I'm still under his protection. How ironic.
Hey, stay positive. Gold will always shine. I'll take it. Feeling lucky.
That was not what I intended to do. Oops, just dropped a giant die on a guy's head.
Sure, but nothing too sensitive, okay? Huh. Wealthy people have fancy ways to enjoy this dream. But to be honest, I've never... So, are you trying to be the prince from the tale? Handing out his gold leaf garment and melting his lead heart in the fire?
I'm flattered. I'm no prince, and I just thought these gems would help you speak. So?
Another curious soul. I see. Well, that was...
How did your boss talk you out of it?
Well, she simply said, covering baseless urban legends like that would make us look like some third-rate tabloid. I thought about it, and she had a point. Reporting on stuff like blowing out birthday candles and getting spooked by nightmare ghosts isn't exactly perfect.
Guess she's got a point. Thank you for sharing. The devil of Soulblad. Dangers in the dream.
Remember what I said. You Sigonians are better off hiding in the sewers. Look at you, snooping around and sticking your nose everywhere. Is the smell of death so enticing, my fine fellow?
Oh, It's you, masked fool. I should have guessed it. You're the imposter who appeared on TV after Robin's death, right?
I heard you got caught by the family. I gave you a clear clue. Befriend a mute. Simple and straightforward, you know? And what did you do? You messed it up and ended up as their prisoner. I told you to make friends with a mute, not become one yourself. You really let me down.
What do you mean?
You know better than I do. Who watched the little songbird that couldn't sing perish right before their eyes? You did, Blondie.
No, I mean... What did you mean by become...
Well, it means you'll soon end up like her, unable to speak ever again. But it's a good thing if you ask me, because...
Because I'm getting closer to the truth, right?
Oh?
Why else do you think I'm handing out cheap trinkets all over the streets, fool? All part of the act. Fool's bait. The more pathetic I seem, the more likely you'll come sniffing around. So, now that I've drawn you,
Why should I help you?
don't you want to see Penacony descend into... chaos? Well, I can make that happen. Did you really mean Robin?
And what if I say no?
Then I'll thank you. Oh, the word no has never sounded so pleasing.
Well done. I admit I underestimated you, but what difference would it make? Let me tell you something. There were 2 mutes, but one is dead now, and the other, though she is still in Penacony, I'm afraid you'll never find her again.
Now I'm completely sure that I was on the right track from the beginning and never strayed, fool. Right now, there are only 2 things missing from my grasp. The meaning behind the truth, and the means to expose it.
How impressive. That's quite a fancy way of saying I haven't learned anything so far.
Not exactly. I've gathered enough clues to prove its existence, and that's enough for me. As for the answers to my questions...
Oh, really? Only 16 system hours? Well, let me lend you a... Here you go. This is my precious, mutually assured destruction button, and I have one just like it. When either of us presses it, the other and the whole of Penacony will go up in smoke. If you're really so desperate for the IPC to take over Penacony, blowing up the chessboard isn't a bad idea. Start from scratch. That's where the IPC excels, right? Just press the button when you're at your wit's end. And of course, feel free to reach out to me for my hospice care, too.
Oh, a deadly button, huh? Well, I guess the family didn't take your threats seriously at all. Otherwise, how on earth did you
I have my own ways. That's all you need to know.
Well, I'm afraid I'll have to decline your offer. Who knows if your little gadget will actually work. By the way, I have no plans to search for the other mute friend you speak of. But I'll handle the rest myself. I'll orchestrate a grand finale for the downfall of the family. And at the climax, the walls will crumble, people will wake up, and those who couldn't speak will find their voices again. When that time comes, go ahead, press the button, light up the sky with a magnificent fireworks display for me.
still talking big. But sure, if that happens, just don't let me down now, okay?
So, number 35. You're back. Like your new lucky charm?
Can a commodity code really be considered a lucky charm?
Silence! I didn't give you permission to speak, you Sigonian hound. The guys in black didn't say much, so I've no idea what you did to save your skin in that massacre back in the day. But I figured you must have had good luck, so I bought you. From now on, your first task is simple. In addition to you, I've purchased 34. Go, play a game with them. If you come out alive after 2 days, it proves...
You're insane.
Testing out...
Aren't you worried that the money you spent on me will go to waste?
I've got stacks on stacks, Blondie. The slave market is never short of self-righteous brat. But you look good. And that's why many customers are betting their fortunes on a scrawny brat like you. So go along now and,
How much did...
What?
My price.
Huh. You really want to know? Well, it was 60 tanba. No more, no less.
I'll take my chances. 30 tanba. If I come back alive, you'll give me 30 tanba. Deal?
Are you trying to strike a bet with me? Yeah, sorry, but that won't do. Don't forget your place, slave. You're not qualified to be at the table. You're just a chip. A life thrown away in someone else's hands. Either you come back with more, it's all or nothing. Don't
What brings you here?
Some friends from the old days. Do you have a moment to spare, Siobhan?
Oh, I have the whole day to spare. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Dream Jolt Hostelry. This bar offers a wide variety of drinks, but we draw the line at Soul Glad. Why settle for ordinary when you can experience extraordinary? We're dedicated to serving up nothing but pure joy and laughter. What would you like to drink? I'll whip it up for you.
Oh, look! A lady as cool as Serval!
Who's Serval? Will you,
Oops!
Just spare them, my esteemed bartender. I'm getting up there in age, and I need some practice before I forget the skills that used to put food on my table. Where did you stash the ingredients?
They're all under the counter. Since our guests have traveled from afar, shouldn't you whip up some special drinks?
That's exactly what I had in mind. Hey, my friends, do me a favor. Go around. The discussion might take quite some time. So I'll prepare some customized, non-alcoholic drinks for you.
In the bar? But...
Why, we're in a dream, my lovely lady. You can help yourself to anything if you wish for it. Comfort, hunger, confusion, or even boredom.
Oh, did you hear that? She just called me.
Even in reality, mixing drinks is more than just throwing ingredients together. A bartender needs to capture the bar's atmosphere. Master technique.
Only then can a perfect drink crafted with a customer's life story be created.
In other words, what you get from your...
Hey! Look.
A few days ago, an actor from the Iris family came. Caused a ruckus for Siobhan. Nah, it turned out...
that being...
You'll have to ask her yourself to find it.
check out this bottle. Half an amber. Ugh, drinking this stuff can't lead to any. Ugh, this.
Did you find the bottle of syrup I've been hoarding? Don't worry, it's all just a dream and it won't upset your stomach. It's been aging for years and should have a refined taste by now.
Ugh, then. That's quite a stash. Not sure if it's enough.
Haven't I made myself clear enough, Miss Amiki? The Dream Jolt hostelry only welcomes guests who want to enjoy a drink to their heart's content. I'm sorry, but I'm not interested in your proposal.
But you have the talent. You'll attract a huge audience. You're destined for the come with me.
As you see, I'm entertained.
Fine.
Just...
What's her deal? We can't discuss the case with—
Hey, can you do that clockwork trick of yours again? Time is running out. We need to hurry.
Yeah, I'm counting on you.
You're one of Siobhan's guests, right? What can I do for you? If you're here to convince me to leave, I just don't get why she won't leave this place. This... It's ridiculous, right? I'm too timid. And shy. You don't know. I know. She
She's still not leaving.
I just don't get why she... Those darn Irish jerks! They're the ones who forced Siobhan into... I get it. I can... I just don't get... I've seen it. The crowd is going wild. I've seen... Well, maybe here's the payment for the dream.
Amiki has left? That's good for her. Radiant dreams may be enticing, but they're nothing more. When you're ready, go to Gallagher. I can tell he's...
That being said, so go ahead. Explore the bar and bring me any ingredient. Nice work. Let me take a look. You found some interesting ingredients there. Now, each drink has its own unique... You won't find a sweet now that you've chosen the base. This is the most pungent adjunct we have. And before Mikhail left, the wrinkles at the corners of his eyes had deepened.
Mikhail.
Almost there. Let's pick a decoration. Which style do you prefer? Anything you need, I've... The IPC's favorite. Well, it's done. Here's to you, sober one, with this glass of a dream within a dream. To our forebears who dug their own grave.
Well done, Gallagher.
So...
Oh, the flavor!
The richness and layers of these flavors are a masterpiece. I'm not entirely sure.
Well, if you're expecting a profound answer, the imagery it implies is pretty straightforward. It's just a glimpse of what this dream truly...
Does this true taste have anything to do?
Yeah, that name does sound familiar.
when you got knocked out by that masked fool girl, I think I heard someone calling that name.
I was right about you. You guys seem to know quite a bit. Let's dig deeper into the case, and of course... Alright, let's start with what we know based... She managed to fool me at first. My age must be getting the best of me. But here on the planet of festivities, stowaways are a common sight. You're bound to run into one sooner or later. After the incident, the hounds wasted no time searching for that girl in both the dreamscape and reality.
Yep, I'm getting star-rolled.
But here's the thing.
Star-railed.
We only received... She simply vanished, leaving no trace in the dreamscape or reality. As if she...
Huh?
Different? Are you suggesting that... Let me be frank. This case, actually, is unlike...
Dealt with before, so... death does happen in Penacony.
You've witnessed it, so there's no need to hide. Even the shiniest city has its dark side. We're confronting the family based on that alone would be naive. Death may occur in sweet dreams. So what? Such events are highly unlikely and only affect a tiny number of people. If you really want to delve deeper into this case, you need to understand the truth.
I guess it's time to tell the story of...
You're very perceptive. The Astral Express has received that music box too, right?
There's a message. Witness the impossible in the realm of dream.
That's the exact wording.
Hey, why are you laughing? Wait,
No, but I'm the officer in charge of this case. How could I not know? I'm sure you must have noticed that this message didn't come from the family. You might have even guessed that the relationship...
That's just our speculation. Actually, it's hard to...
Now I can assure you that your speculation is absent. The family has considered the Watchmaker an enemy for a long time. But the hounds haven't been able to track him down, as he seems to be living only in the characters and stories he created. Let me ask you a question. Have you ever wondered why the family allowed the Watchmaker to send out such a ridiculous message to the outside world?
So, you want to seize this opportunity?
Well, now you understand why the Oak family authorized the Nameless to assist in the investigation, but kept you because the Watchmaker is not the legend of the land of the dreams at all. He's the most shameful stain in the history of Penacony. You don't get it? Well, I mean, Mikhail, the betrayer of the family, he's the Watchman. Here we are, Clock Studios theme park, the most popular entertainment center in Penacony.
wait, aren't we supposed to be discussing the Watchmaker? I would have expected you to take us to, maybe...
The culture of a city reflects its history in the most authentic way. To you, it's a fun place. But to me, it's a prison for the planet's past. You know that Penacony used to be the IPC's prison planet, right? All the prisoners were brought here, helping the Garden of Recollection salvage the leaking memoria from the macro void. The prolonged exposure to high concentrations of memoria caused a unique phenomenon. The dreams of countless prisoners intersected and overlapped, and people started meeting each other. But everything has a price, and sweet dreams are no exception. In the end, the dream world was unable to alleviate the suffering of prisoners in reality. One of the prisoners broke free from the IPC's shackles and fought for freedom. He is Hanu, the great leader of Dreamville, the great peacemaker, and the faithful companion of the underdog. History is always written by the winners. However, it's undeniable that Clocky is an animation that draws from Penacony's actual history. These characters not only exist in Dreamville, but also in the distant past. Once you realize this...
There are so many members of the Bloodhound family around here.
They just received a lockdown order. Supposedly... so many of them. I We don't need to go in. We don't want to draw any unwanted attention inside. Let's find a quiet spot and continue our conversation. The view here is great, right? We can see everything from here, including Clocky.
If all the characters in the animation are based on characters in reality, in the animation, he's Hanu's partner and one of the founders of Dreamville. Does that mean the Watchmaker was personally involved in that war and sided with...
It was a monumental war for freedom. Hanunu fought alongside a motley crew of masked fools, nameless, history fictionologists, mourning actors, omen vanguards, even visitors from beyond the sky. In the end, among them was the person who would eventually be known as the Watchman.
But if you do the math, doesn't that mean the Watchmaker was a...
I'm not sure, but Mikhail was already the Watchmaker when I met him, so maybe he inherited the title.
How old are you now, Mr. Officer?
I'm 13.
No way. Not even close.
Hanunu freed the frontier prison, but peace still eluded him. With limited resources, threats from the outside world, and internal conflicts between major prison districts, the future of Osdana was uncertain. It wasn't until the Watchmaker approached the family with the idea of turning the prison into the planet of festivities.
Thus, he became known as the father of...
But didn't you say the Watchmaker betrayed the family? And you said you were his companion, so that means you...
No, I'm not his companion, but rather one of his many children. But I am indeed a traitor. Not to the family.
What did you do?
I did nothing. And that's the worst betrayal of all. Just like you, I had close companions. We dedicated ourselves to Penacony. Mikhail was too old to protect his children anymore. So we left the family to find our own path. We were branded traitors of the Harmony. Even though the true traitors, well, they continue to praise the Watchmaker's name in the world. Behind closed doors, they condemn him on a pillar of shit. Nevertheless, we wanted to clear his name. We intended to find the real traitor, the one responsible, but we failed. Too much time had passed, and the family accepted me and made me an officer, supposedly as a form of forgiveness. But it was actually a punishment. Since then, I've been completely cut off from my partners and my past. I heard he died in obscurity, in a place where no one could find him. That's when
We're truly sorry for what happened. But this is...
Apparently, someone has inherited the title of the Watchmaker and has been secretly... Well, that's one way to look at it. However, only one member. Unfortunately, after all these years, I have no idea who that person is, or if they're even So, do you understand why I'm spilling all this info? Because I believe the girl's death must be connected. We will find the answers we are seeking. If it really is Mikhail's ghost, I want to meet him. If only for the last time. I've told you all I know is a sign of gratitude. Thank you for listening to this old dog. Bark and all. Something just happened at the theme park. How ironic. What's so different between the stowaways rejected by Penacony today and the dream seekers once hailed as pioneers?
Gallagher does have a troubled...
While Firefly's whereabouts remain a mystery, his stories should... Now that we've confirmed a lot of our...
Are your companions worried about you?
They're just checking up on me. Let's get in and get out. Seems they've made... Looks like we're about to enter the depth.
It's been a smooth ride.
Let's see if there's anyone.
Gorgeous sword.
Something feels off. This door is open.
Just one moment. Light. I've made myself less noticeable. The crew can explain their presence as authorized by the family, but I can't come up with any excuses for being here.
I see. What it...
Stream 4. The model in the sand pit. It's the golden hour, isn't it?
And the footprints here are different from the rest. Two sets of them. Looks like outsiders might have passed through here not long ago.
Stream 4. Gleam old blades. Well, there aren't any people in this mansion. Be careful. Still waters of oblivion. You won't get away.
You've got a lot of nerve.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Perhaps you still don't understand. Humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
Destined for oblivion.
Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Still waters of oblivion. You won't get away.
Look, it dropped something.
A note. Looks like instruction.
Seems like the man... It must have been a big pro...
But no matter what their main priority...
So, you're saying...
Yeah, but I don't know. How familiar.
Is that all?
Perhaps you still don't understand. Humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
Free will, or was it fate?
Time for a shot. That's better.
Don't worry,
This ends
it's
here.
just a scrape.
I have something for you.
Another journey begins.
Heal, heal. You have my gratitude.
Just in time. Just a little something. Think nothing of it. Much obliged.
Time for an overhaul.
Free will, or was it fate? I weep for the departed. It too shall fall. Since no one's around to entertain us, let's make ourselves at home. Stay close to me so that my white can cover you too.
As soon as I and the rest...
Robin believe...
mean...
If they're really...
That would explain...
The information...
Looks like the rumor...
He's just surprised. This light cone... is securely guarded. It must hold some...
According to Robin's interview, despite having performed on so many grand stages, her favorite performance was a pretend show she put on with her brother when they were just kids.
I wonder how their relationship...
Growing up brings gains?
Yeah. Mr. Sunday is...
They all seem to be in...
Huh?
What is it?
No.
Perhaps that's why some... It seems not...
They don't seem to care.
Maybe the other family...
That's all for now.
Before coming here, I had all sorts of scenarios.
Watch out. Someone's approaching.
I don't think trespassing on forbidden areas is the way to be a guest, Mr. Yang. Acheron? The Galaxy Ranger?
Our apologies, Mr. Sunday. Nobody came to greet us, so we entered without permission.
But even if there's no one to greet you, you should wait for the host, even without the famous Galaxy Ranger. As far as I know, the crew's officially accepted the family's commission.
On the contrary, that's exactly why we're here. To ask you about the case and gather more information.
Well, since you've come with goodwill...
Rest assured, he hasn't figured out that we went through those documents.
While the truth remains a mystery, I'm getting close to it. I assure you that the traitor will...
Let's hope justice will, with all due respect.
Well, other family heads shared. However, I'll give you... He's a businessman. Not while the family is dedicated, you never know. What unexpected...
According to a Pierpoint hotline tip, there was a major breakthrough in the shocking Ejhazio. This fraud case has been...
The case's main suspect, as per strategic invest... What pretty eyes. Tell me.
Well, if they did, I'd sell them in a heartbeat.
You don't know how many people long for your eyes to be closed forever. As a no lawyer has the audacity to defend you. Perhaps...
Not difficult, but definitely.
You're pretty confident on your eloquence. Did you also think that when you lied to the Intelligentsia Guild?
Ask and you shall receive. You wanted the perfect construction material. All I did was offer a... If your luck holds out, the IPC will dig something up from the golden sands of Ejhazio. Maybe even the Sand King's remains. Pity your luck has run out.
I'll admit that.
Madam, I already have what I want. To be brought before you for the next highest...
Then let's talk about the second gamble. Tell me.
My life.
What do you want?
I want your Lenore to meet with me. I have...
And then what?
I want cash.
It can't be that simple.
It is that simple. 30 tonbas. The remainder of my market value. 30. With this money, I'll climb to even greater heights than you. grasp even more riches than you. I wager you won't give me this chance. Which is...
Interesting. A pity Diamond won't see you. No one gets to see him. From here on out, you're wrong. 30 Tonbas. He'll give you that. And much more than that. Wealth, Kakavasha. A good name, but unfortunately destined to be buried in the dirt. Go. Pick the clothes you like. Then choose your desired identity. May your schemes be forever.
Life is like a long-term and people can't always make the right choices. Is it because Gayathra blesses me? But even if will I return triumphant? Never to return. I'm lowly. What? What? Am I dreaming, or... Perhaps both. Forgotten me already? When you were... Fine. I may be crazy, but I'm not stupid. Get out of my head, newborn of the Harmony. The Harmony? Oh, don't play the fool. It's not the first time we've met. I'm you, and perhaps even more aware of yourself than you. Of what exactly you want. You're dying. And you still want to drive a grand unveiling. You really think... Why not? Well, you may have fooled everyone, but you can't fool... I can show you. Before you're entirely gone, let's have a heart-to-heart while we walk. What exactly are you? Most people in this world spend their entire lives just to reach one outcome. And I am that outcome. Kakavasha, I am your future. First, I'm hearing things, and now I'm seeing them. Great. Am I going to be elevated into the Harmony's Emanator next? Just a Pepeshi? No. A child? I thought minors weren't allowed in Golden Hour.
What's wrong, mister? You don't look well.
Impossible.
They're pretty, aren't they? Sis said they're a gift from Mama Funga. Colorful eyes are said to bring good luck. Mister, you have pretty... They're in that amusement park. Papa and Mama went in first. I have to go. Goodbye, mister.
Those eyes. And Mama Funga... No, it can't... There aren't any Avgens left.
Papa, Mama, wait for me.
Only on Penacony am I... What are you still doing? Well, you've known all along. The family truly showed leniency to... However, people don't see it like that. Which is why, once you step into the hotel... Well, when you put it like that, even ratios of... Well, you know how rare it is for me to give you the straight dope. So listen, it's good timing that you mentioned the dog. Oh, and everyone... Go on. They only see your big bet. It's a heck of an act. Well, the best way to prevent a... For the preservation. Oh, I thought you knew. We're done. Either... That's fine. Well, it's not going to be me, anyway.
playing hide and seek. I'm really good at this.
It's one thing to have puzzles, it's a whole nother thing to be nothing but like 10 hours of puzzles.
Hide and seek. When Mama said goodbye that, I know you won't forget that. It wasn't ruined. Come on. I've never changed. On the contrary. That child. Could he be in here? A reward with no risk. I'll take it. Is this a topaz? What? Does your cornerstone wrench out of your heart, son? I was merely curious at why it was here. Maybe that winged guy put it here. To taunt you. The cornerstone's hue is the same as the radiance of Clipot's body. I've got to give it to you. I've heard a lot of baloney, but that lie deserves a prize for sheer nerve. If you were just a little bit smarter... This is just bait. Of course. That's why Ratio's betrayal was one of the keys to your plan. I have to say, that doctor's acting was superb. Or maybe he wasn't... All the better for you. Sunday didn't become head of the Oak family by acting sloppy. He's obsessed with control. You have to give him enough detail to satisfy his meticulous nature, but not so much that he gets which is why you had Ratio seek him out and leak the plan on purpose. To prevent the other party from suspecting anything. The intel you gave to Ratio was all true. He spoke the same to Sunday. Finally, Sunday took the bait, found the other cornerstone, and before you know it, everyone's distracted enough for you to steal the third stone right out from... Why don't you stop rummaging through my mind? Your mind. It's our mind. You're me, and I'm you. We're the same. The best way to prevent others from seeing your true colors is to first be able to fool yourself. Really? This is the other cornerstone in Sunday's hands. Rather beautiful green. Just tell me. Must I do all the work? Aventurine is the stone of luck and trickery. That's what she said when you received the stone, wasn't it? This type of stone isn't rare, but its hue is very similar to a certain gem. In fact, it's often used as a substitute. And that more... Jade. Even Sunday can't tell the difference. Well, looks like Jade can be substituted for Aventurine, too. Sauce for the goose. Aventurine, Topaz, Jade. 3 elites, 3 cornerstones who, for a measly penny, offered their everything. Oh. As I've said before, 3 chips are sufficient. But will it be the former or the latter? So, where's the real Aventurine stone? Take it out. Suddenly you don't know where it is? I just want to hear you say it. After all, it really does resemble its owner. As you wish, then. They never went anywhere. They're right where they belong. Piled up with these cheap baubles. left. Oh, just look at it. Shattered. Just like your life. Poor thing. A humble pebble coated in the most lustrous sheen. I take it back. You're absolutely clear about the consequences of doing this. Blasphemy against Clipoth's body. You think the IPC will let you get off? Well, Diamond has always been all about results. As long as I could create value far beyond the cost, the ends justify the means. How else would the family be fooled if there was no price to pay? It doesn't matter. Even smashed to smithereens, the preservation's cornerstone can still be used. Its effect may be greatly diminished, but it's... Now I'm really curious. Why does you truly believe that the greater the risk, the greater the rewards? I wouldn't have guessed you'd be so... There is so much you don't see. That is... if. We'll just have to wait and see then. The cornerstone is gone. Another illusion of the harmony. Huh?
Hello. We meet again.
Yes. We meet again.
Of course. Big Sis is there too. I'm so happy. Yes, that's it. Putting many drawings together. They put me, Papa. You should give it a try too.
Sure. An unsurprising win. How's that? Boring. Why aren't you talking? You've piqued my interest. I'll admit. Oh, you sound sincere. Well, sincerity is one of our quaint journey through this. A dead end? Oh, what's on your mind? It's got nothing to do with you. Do you need a hand? These are manacles on you. That man gave you your first job. You
made your first pot of gold. You wrapped that iron chain around your fist, for that is the only tool you could find. Then,
Shut up.
Oh, you don't wish to face your past. From what I see, you refuse to confront it. Because of...
How could a weak person take such daring risks?
That's right. In your hands, those who fall... Pity you're not him.
Those techniques you mentioned are highly... What fun is it if the fight isn't...
Fair. You assume your opponents would fight fair.
Well, she gave me an answer that could...
You mean, it could make...
That's cheating.
If these leaves could be brought back, would they bloom into new flowers?
Your expression... You obviously could have lived...
Mama only left us with 2 pieces of jewelry. A necklace and a lucky charm.
That's what you always say, but you actually regret it, don't you?
You can zip it if there's nothing to talk about.
I know. You must remember what Big Sis told you. You are a child blessed by Gaiathra Triclops, and can lead the words still ring in your ears. So, you surely tisk.
Enough! Do you not have anything better to...
Oh, I think I find... In the end, I'll... Think about it, Death. If you could start over.
It's so quiet this time. Is he finally gone? Or am I the one about to disappear? Finally, made it out of this.
We're going home? But I don't want to go back yet.
Don't tell me I gotta play this minigame.
Brother Hanu, where are you going?
There's only one place he can be. Going, whether it's in the past, present, or future.
Mister... Is that you? I hear the sound of leather shoes. Ah! I don't know why, mister, but you always give me a special feeling. It's sad that I can't get to know you more. We have to say goodbye. Yes, I should go home. The day's getting dark, and it's...
You're home.
What a strange question. It's where Papa, Mama, and Big Sis are. In this dream. This amuse
amusement park. This beautiful dream. But, mister...
Where are they then?
I don't know.
You do know. But there's no... Admit it. We all are. Which is why we chose to stay here. Me and him. Your past and future.
How long will you stay?
Forever. We'll be with you. This is the greatest honor that we can offer to those who hurtle towards death. The road less traveled is less traveled for a reason. But you've never gone in any other direction. Your own life is the chip you're most eager to lay down. Oh, you don't care who the real murderer is. And the Watchmaker's so-called legacy couldn't be more boring. What you want, what you need, is to be the smooth operator, the solid gold deal maker who doesn't waste a drop of sweat, even. You'll be the closing act.
I can do it.
Of course you can. Your luck will help you at the right time. Stellaron and an emanator. That way, the IPC will earn a place at the table. And as for you, you'll just happen to slip the leash, sweep the rat race, extract yourself from this endless debacle. This isn't the first time. You've been an escape artist from day one. This fiasco started. Oh. So.
He's just after Penacony. No matter the means, no matter the price. Well, don't get soft on me now. What, did you
Hey, I was born from yourself. I'm well aware that climbing out of the hole you've dug is basically impossible. I can't stop you from doing what you want. We can't change where you want.
Well, what's done can't be undone. All we can do is play the cards we're dealt and rake in as much time as possible.
Yes. Alas, people won't make all the right choices in their lifetime. Though you will keep winning, having never lost before, but why you? Why must it be? If all your luck is built on the pain of someone you love, on the loss of dozens more, if these windfalls, these jackpots, aren't a gift from Gaiathra, then what did we do to deserve living in a world like that?
Maybe.
Fine. Time to make a move, my friend. Say goodbye to the kid before you shuffle off. It's best to die without regrets.
And now... only we are left. Can you take a photo for me? I want a memento.
Sure.
Can you take a photo? How nice.
Look at the lens when you're taking a photo the next time. Your expression will look more natural.
Sure, I will. Then, mister.
I can't leave yet. I still have a show to do.
Oh. Here, let's go then. I'll take...
Sure.
So you're an actor. No wonder your clothes are so stylish.
I'm actually a merchant. But I do have a show to do.
Are you the same as those men in black in the sky? But you're not wearing black.
Only ordinary employees have to wear that. My position is much higher than theirs. This is hardly enough for a seat at the table.
Awesome! I hope I can become as good looking as you when I grow up. Behind this curtain is the grand... It's almost time to go on stage. Are you ready?
Thank you.
Let's put our palms together. If you receive Gaiathra's blessing, putting our palms together is a simple ritual. By putting our palms together and reciting the prayer to Mama Funk. If you're not familiar,
It's all right. Of course.
This is where we go our own way, Kakavasha.
Why? The catechins have already taken all our money, food, and they killed... Catechins are bloodthirsty, cruel, and insatiate. This is a trick. An act of revenge. Remember? Today is the day of the Kakava, and also your birthday. They know the Avgin will surely hold a festival today. With the aid of this rain, they will come to destroy our wagons and take everything that... Little do the Catechins know. This time, we will fight back. The men in black that descend from the skies are on our side. Without this rain, the Catechins would never take action, and we would not... But people will die. And you... The Avgin always return their blood debts. Gaiathra calls for me, while Papa and Mama are waiting for me. As long as you are alive, the blood has for us. We will reunite in Kakava's next aurora. May the goddess Gaiathra close her eyes. Keep your blood eternal. Let your journey be forever and your schemes. Farewell.
Newsflash from the Inter-Astral Peace broadcast. The IPC Marketing Development Department spokesperson confirms that the insurgents are from a local clan known as Kataka, which has a long history of disdain towards the IPC. This is...
The clan launched a massive attack on the Avgin, who were under the protection of the IPC, resulting in 6,728 deaths and 3,000. The spokesperson expresses his deepest condolences for this. Finally, he proclaims, the hammer of preservation will fall for...
Kakavasha? Bye. Okay. All the actors are in place. It's time for the show to begin. This act is dedicated to you. I hope it... Kakavasha.
By the way, before you go, I have... Do you truly want to destroy the world with your own hand?
Let's assume, just assuming now, then I would be quite happy to make that wager.
Is this Miss Acheron? Hello, I'm Himiko, the Astral Express's navigator.
Hello, I'm Mark 7th. I'm sure he needs no introduction, as you...
Hello? Since Welt has decided...
Miss Acheron here doesn't present a danger, and she's of no threat to the Astral Express. Aventurine's prior accusation, which is why, before we continue working together,
You want to... create a situation?
There must be some deeper meaning behind Aventurine's actions. I suspect in that sense, the Astral Express's role in his plans would be imperative. In the worst-case scenario, assuming things do escalate to that stage, having an extra ally is a good insurance policy. Penacony has numerous factions, and the state of affairs is significantly more intricate than that of Belleroth.
He's right. No matter.
To solve the mystery of the
Sounds like we've reached a consent.
I will accompany you, of course.
Let's move out then.
No need to rush. If he truly has laid a trap.
Ladies and the most wondrous, most magnificent show in the IPC cordially invites everyone.
Look, should both the performers and spectators fail to arrive, won't all of Aventurine's...
Let's get going, everyone. The hour of Trailblazer.
I have a bat. Let's waste no time.
Mr. Yang. Why did you not tell your companions about my true identity?
It's just like you said, an inability rather than an unwillingness. Plus, it's a long story, not something that can be summed up in a few words. But I chose to believe you, and my trust in you I also believe that if it were their choice to make, they would make the same one.
Thank you. I'm grateful. To reciprocate. In the upcoming confrontation, if the odds aren't in the Astral Express's favor, if my meager strength is required.
We're back here again. Aventurine actually chose a really conspicuous... that guy's really taking it to a whole new level. Does he...
Not a soul in sight. The hounds drove out the visitors, and everyone, pay attention. The other party has obviously...
Ladies, gentlemen, dream seekers, tycoons, esteemed guests of the Watchmaker and the family. Also not forgetting the nameless of the renowned Astral Express. Astral Express, you're late.
We've kept your appointment, Mr. Aventurine.
I will, naturally. Everyone, give it up for Mr. Stellaron!
Let me remind you that in all likelihood, this stage and his identity have nothing.
Oh, no, they do. Of course they do. Because he's the only one who saw all 3 homicides. He is the key to proving that the family's death that does not exist in Dream's promise is nothing but a sham!
3 homicide?
That's right, madam. The 3rd one is about to happen right now. A truly grand death. You, and you will become the personification. Oh, don't underestimate the preservation. Let me be a little clearer. I will detonate the Stellaron in you and cause a T-BAM! The entire theme park will be reduced to a shattered dream. Then before the family can even react, I'll be...
Your bluff isn't fooling anyone. If you could really do that.
You wanna bet? Sure. I'll bet with you. I'm betting that it'll be a sweeping...
You won't do it.
Of course I can. It's just I came from the wastelands of Sigonia. For just 60 red copper coins, people paid to brand me. Put me in chains. Police me, but the sun could not kill me. And the quicksand sent me back to the embrace of the Guild and the IPC. Bear in mind, my victory wasn't just a... Have you ever heard the saying, sleep is the rehearsal of death? Why does life slump? Every night is practice for the end. You and I are escaping into our dreams for fear of death at this very moment. And friends, the game has commenced, and you cannot choose, nor do you have any reason or ground. The dice are cast. Ladies and gentlemen, ready to unveil your cards? The architect's flawed stone. Of no value at all. I'm putting down the bet. I'm taking the gamble. I'm claiming the win. Oh, and fate spin the wheel. A daring gamble. Walking the brink of death for rebirth. Oh. For the Emperor Lord!
Oh,
shit.
Let's see who has the last laugh.
Let the game
Yeah, so that's pretty cool.
Years of cold hardens the will. We shall never fall!
One at a time.
So feeble.
coming down from above.
Burn it all!
Naughty children, don't listen. Here comes the medicine.
I can't die, but thanks.
You've got a Hina. Let's hope the end this.
I'm okay.
All or nothing.
In the name of Landau, years of cold hardens the will. We shall never fall! Forever doomed! Dying soul, I allow you to accept your punishment. Kremnos, Streetborn, burn it all!
Time for a shot.
I can't die.
Detailed overhaul.
Thanks.
Perhaps you still don't understand. Humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens. And I'm no exception.
Prepare for some hard work.
You will know justice. Forever doomed!
Naughty children, don't listen. All better now?
I can't die, but thanks. So,
Just in time. Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
you have my gratitude.
Goodness.
Everything I can.
Burn it all. Dying soul, face, I allow you to accept your punishment.
One at a time.
Even on a losing streak, as long as people still have hope, they'll keep throwing money on the table. The chance, how small. The potential is what you hang on to. That's what justifies the gamble. Final play coming down from above.
You've got a lot of nerve.
Fury upon you.
Time for a shot. Savor the vigor of it.
You will know justice. In the name of Landau, years of cold hardens the will. We shall never fall!
Someone, come on.
Burn it all!
The dice are
I'm okay. Perhaps you still don't understand. Humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens. And I'm no
Still a
exception.
unicorn?
Dying soul,
Okay.
face me. I allow you to accept your punishment. Forever doomed.
Everybody's like that, down to the last player. So why can't I be happy too? Why can't I feel that free? Always hide your ace with a straight face. I'm starting to get a little impatient with you all. Friends, to fully relish this, I'm betting every last chip. Only by casting aside reason does one truly gamble. Emanator, I know you'll match my wager, right?
You're leaving?
Perhaps.
Penacony. What do you hope to find within...
I'm not looking for anything. They aren't in a dream.
I'm afraid the family will not open...
Why?
Because the path you walk...
Even if...
Precisely because it's not what you want. Because they have never glanced at anyone. They leave woven strands of fate for humans to walk. And together...
There are always those who run. In your eyes.
You still have a strand of color, but not much.
That is enough. Before they vanish completely, I will reach the Nihility's end. I wish to mourn the departed, weeping like rain, to swell the crossing stream. As the tide arrives, leading you back home.
Damn. Oh, the swing of a sword.
A gigantic...
Welcome to this sad world, Kakavasha.
Your good luck is the most precious wealth we, all Avgin have.
If you come out alive after 2 days, it proves that you're the real deal.
Wealth, status, power. The IPC will give you whatever you want.
As for us, we will reunite in Kakava's next Aurora.
It's a pity this is not the place you were expecting.
Melody. Is it?
Perhaps to you, the sleeping and shapeless never glance at anyone. They have no face, no form, and even less of a will to speak. The nihility envelops everyone equally. Only some who have gone under their shadow can go farther, tainting themselves with more nihility.
That's all. So...
This is all but a fleeting dream. One of the thousands of manifestations of IX. Under the watchful eye of nihility, we momentarily linger here before moving on to our own paths.
It seems that my death has already been determined.
Even if you wish for it, I can't promise you anything. Now that you've accomplished your goal, I think you can be a little more. Your performance at the theme park was wonderful and grandiose. A simple, no one would have ever thought that you would have gone to such lengths. Even staking your life just to prove a fact that had seemingly been real. Death does not exist in Penacony's dreamscape.
Why would I do this?
Because this is the only way you can uncover a secret that is even more unspeakable than the serial murders. To use this dream death to get there. To that promised land people constantly seek in this grand gathering. Penacony. The legacy of the Watchmaker. The true land of exile.
How did you find out?
I never imagined that something I learned about unexpectedly would become the...
It's that person's identity, isn't it?
I see you're in the know.
Let's just say I'd put money on the possibility. The murder isn't nearly enough to disrupt business as usual. Even if there were 1 or 2 murders on Penacony, most people wouldn't be personally affected. This dream of theirs isn't a boundless sea. It's a lonely island. The family used the Harmony to build a high wall and isolate them from the vast and treacherous ocean of the outside world. That barrier they built keeps death out. But it also keeps the secrets that are lost in that watery abyss from floating to the surface. In a beautiful dream, free of suffering, who would want to go fishing for those secrets?
Unless someone goes to the other side of the barrier and lives to tell the tale.
Someone already I got the idea early on, chewing on that masked fool's little hint. If a mute isn't someone who cannot make a sound, then it has to be someone who cannot speak. Someone who survived the treacherous depths, but is unable to take the stage and speak the truth.
Hint? Is that not proof?
Well, proof is the one thing I don't have. The only thing that can prove these conjectures is for the family to come clean. And with the way they... But you don't need proof to have a suspicion. And for me, suspicion is enough. I didn't need to find the memory zone meme. I just needed for someone to kill me like it killed that silver...
You don't sound very confident to me. Going out of your way to make citywide broadcasts in an attempt to involve more people. You are simply betting on the possibility. You're very lucky that fate has decided to let us cross paths. I happen to be equipped with a very sharp blade. Sharp enough to slice through the veil of dreams. I can also carve the Harmony's brand off of you. You possess great cunning. Deliberately setting us up to be on opposing sides. Constantly repeating the words of the Emanator in front of others. Leaving me no choice but to draw my blade against you. And that's how you win. Opportunity, and in your plans, the IPC always wins. Even if you lose the bet. To the family, the life of an ambassador is still invaluable.
Well, it's a huge gamble, isn't it? But allow me to point out a mistake. The IPC's success is not guaranteed. Detonating a Stellaron, I can't do it. The Aventurine Stone is too broken to even safeguard my escape from the stage. If, at the end of the day, you did not unsheath your blade, I would have lost the bet.
It is pointless to discuss what-ifs. You have won. Your prize is an end, and after this, whether you can return from the abyss. Have you never wavered?
Wavered? Of course I have, because other than that...
Wake up from this dream and go to where you should be. Your gamble is not over yet.
Before we part, can you answer one more question? As someone who has traveled on that road, why are we born into this world?
I don't think this and never have. Nor do you.
But the nihility envelops you and I. And everyone.
And because of that, it's pointless.
But it is still there. If the dice of fate are always weighted, then that is our destiny.
My answer might not be able to resolve your confusion, because it has been with you throughout your journey and is already a part of your life. But you said, sleep is the rehearsal of death. So why does life slumber? Because so you can definitely understand why we want to be prepared. Even if the ending has been predetermined, that's fine. There are countless things that but before the end, there are many things that humans can do while on their journey. And because of this, the end will thus reveal a completely different meaning. Take a good look at your pocket. Your friend has already given you the answer. Good luck.
Mister, you're leaving? You ultimately chose...
Yes. Because they are not here. My papa, mama, and big sis.
Then where are they?
They are in a place where everyone will go. A very, very distant place.
Then are you going to?
I'll get there one day, but not now. There will come a day when the sky will drizzle, and I will hear the call of Gaiathra Triclops, and know that it is time for me to go, and be so. Until that time comes...
Preparing?
Well, preparing to face them, Kakavasha. And to make them proud.
I know you'll be able to do it.
Well, of course. For Well, I seem that way because I am. What do you say? One last time?
Are you going now?
Yes. May the Mother Goddess thrice close her eyes for you, keeping your blood eternally pulsing. May your journey be forever peaceful, and your schemes
forever concealed. Our paths will cross again beneath Kakava's shimmering auroras. Farewell, Kakavasha.
The light of the Aventurine Stone. This only represents...
He kept his promise and got what he wanted.
As planned, your cornerstone has been successfully sent to the...
Let's fulfill our duty and start harvesting. I come for an audience. I come to fill wine, and I bestow poison in the guise of sweet dew. Come the toil of spring and yield a fall. I pay all for the Amber Lord.
You're awake. I've been waiting on you for quite a... I didn't do anything but wait for you to wake up. You've met... I originally planned on showing up earlier to reveal, but I encountered more roadblocks than expected. 11 times I've tried, but ended in failure. Before I knew it, Elio was right. In this land of the dreams, I don't know people's hearts as well as he and Kafka do. Nor do I have a specialty like Silverwolf and Blade. Most of the things that I'm good at only apply to villains who need no mercy. So, there is only one. This is to show you.
Oh shit, same firefly.
All that I am.
Labyrinth-like corridors and halls? Traps everywhere? The owner of this mansion must be a bit paranoid.
You are so funny, Mr. Security Officer. I hope that sense of humor of yours has...
Just expressing a personal opinion. Why?
Mr. Gallagher, my patience is wearing thin. Neglecting duties will only make me more suspicious that you and the real serial killer are connected.
Scoundrel, punk, drunk, hooligan. I have heard this trash talk all too often. But I have never once thought that I'd be treated as an accomplice to a murderer. I take back what I said. Your problem isn't paranoia. You're just crazy, you know? Lunatic. You, the family, you broke my spine and pulled out my fangs, and now you want to accuse me of murder? Ridiculous. Only idiots who've drunk too much Soul Glad will berate a stray dog in the streets. What exactly is making you say all this nonsense? You should be more concerned about the Outworld visitors who are making a scene in the theme park than me.
I don't need you to remind me. The moment that ambassador walked out the doors of the mansion, I knew what he was trying to do. My servants see everything. His little magic tricks may have fooled me. Why do you think that I just let him go? And why do you think I emptied the theme park stage? Because my target from the beginning has always been you, Hound. The more noise he makes, the more opportunities I have to make you and your true master pay in blood.
If I were really the murderer, why would you need to be so secretive? Ha! I forgot. You also have a difficult master to serve, telling you to ignore the murder case and focus solely on that Charmony festival. Isn't that right, my brother?
Looks like your disguise has helped you successfully understand every facet of the family.
Disguise? You must be blind to be accusing me of being a fake. Open your eyes, take a good look.
Indeed, every part of you is real. The brown hair, soft and curly like Benny's. The orange eyes, which make me miss the gaze of Sir Whitaker. That odd scar, the mark of Wolsey. And the gray vest, tie, hound emblem, bottle, the bartending, and your role as a security officer. These are all true traits. From all 52 loyal family members. When they are gathered, countless tiny truths are woven together into a lie. You collected a small piece of each of them and claimed them for yourself. Then you invented this facade, a complete Gallagher. Tell me I'm wrong, minion of the Enigmata.
You have guts, I'll give you that. Not bad. I severely underestimated you. Admirable. But so what? Can this prove that I murdered your sister and that stowaway?
This proves that you and the Memory Zone meme death are linked. And that's enough. Listen up. I don't care how you did it. I only care about one thing. The answer. You devil. You wretched, despicable dog. Why did you kill her?
You know, in the thick of things, people are blind to the grit in their eyes. Yet they can always feel it scratch. Want the answer? I'll give it to you. The whole thing is just fate playing a cruel joke on us.
Newsflash! Penacony's Charmony Festival has entered its countdown phase. Accompanied by Clocky's TikToks, after 12 system hours, this grand celebration will commence with much fanfare.
I already told you! We can talk things out!
I'm sorry, Fluffy. I really have something urgent to attend to, so I had no choice but to resort to asking this favor of you all.
Since you already know what you're doing, I'll also have to remind you of...
Hey, partner, what's with the hostility? I thought pulling this thing out was just a way of saying hello.
For the last time, state your identity.
My name's Boot Hill, and I'm a Galaxy Ranger.
A Galaxy Ranger?
You look like you seen a ghost. Did you think we all went extinct? Well, that's the price you pay for being off-grid for too long.
The righteous heroes of the hunt would never hijack the Astral Express.
I ain't hijacked anything. What, chatting with someone while holding the gun is considered a hijacking?
It probably...
Pardon my frankness, but there are plenty of rumors in the cosmos regarding the Galaxy Ranger's current status. And none of them...
Oh, this is hilarious. The tale that this bunch of fools spin is getting out of hand. There's even a bit about the Galaxy Rangers being turned into gibbons by Dr. Primitive, and they're in some valley screwing around on swings. Of course, I know you won't believe me, which is also why, similarly, I have a hard time believing that you're the real Nameless. See the bullets in this gun? 9mm, an eternal classic. I may need the Astral Express's help right now, but if you're an imposter just like that one, then this bullet might just end up in my head. I can't allow myself to be exposed to danger. That's just the way it goes, so you all have to...
Recognize...
It's a model fudger. The Jade Abacus of Ally and Oath. The Xianzhou...
Muddle fudger?
This is the Jade Abacus gifted to the Express by the Xianzhou Luofu's general, Jing Yuan. Its presence on board... Is that enough?
Not bad. And across these sprawling stars, a gentle squeeze is all it takes to rustle up a whole legion of Cloud Knights. Now, I reckon that'd be... Been ages since the Galaxy Rangers had the spotlight shown on them. We ain't equipped with such fancy gadgets. But I've been around the block enough to know the way. Alright then. Feel free to toss any questions my way. Let's see if my answers can't turn your trust.
And why would I play along?
If I truly am a real Galaxy Ranger.
Alright then. Tell me.
My friend. Everyone's on their own fated path along the hunt, with their own resolute sense of righteousness and not so welcome among such so-called universal values.
This reply does not instill trust, and only makes your predicament more...
I'm guessing you're gonna ask about some form of shared faith, right? But us Galaxy Rangers don't need never bully the weak. Never kill the innocent. These oaths aren't some lofty beliefs, but the fundament. As Galaxy Rangers, we strictly adhere to the bottom line. When in this moment, the other crucial meaning of bottom line comes into play. As long as you don't cross it.
Second question.
I already said that I seek no trouble. I must go to Penacony for a matter. But I don't have an invite, and I can't even enter the family's hotel doors. If only I...
Aren't the Galaxy Rangers...
Oh, you've hit the nail on the head. This is why I'm here. It's fine if I tell you. The Rangers are pursuing an imposter. A son of a nice lady posing as one of us. She's on Penacony. My informant is a memo keeper. She's the same as all mimetic organisms, appear in one moment and gone the next. She scares the fudge out of me.
That Galaxy Ranger imposter.
Is that the third question?
Is it a hard question?
It isn't. Just that you might not believe me. That person calls herself Acheron. And according to our informant, she could be an imp...
That's impossible.
That's what I said. Don't worry. When I first received an
IX never gives anyone so much as a first glance, and that's perfectly normal. What reason would they have to bequeath strength unto mortals?
Then you must know that emanators can also conceal their own identities, which, for many people, it's better that way. Otherwise, there'd be wanton bloodshed across the cosmos, or even, perhaps, turning their back on the path they're supposed. I had the good fortune of running into an elation emanator. Its appearance was no different than that of those clowns. If it weren't through sheer luck that I got it drunk, I would have never known of its eminent status, even in the purest hunt. You'll find the Xianzhou Alliance under the spotlight and Galaxy Rangers lurking in the shadows. Paths are to reckon that nihility emanators don't exist. Well... So, do you understand now? Your companions are in danger, and it's pretty harrowing. If you don't want to believe me, you'd best send them. We don't know what's happening in the dreamscape or how much of what the memo keeper said. And that Acheron...
I don't intend to do anything.
That's not up to you. Did you know? People who come to the land of dreams for the first time, they'll subconsciously stop to reaffirm that there's still, be it reality or dream. Staring at the sky is instinctual for humanity. Since the day, but now this night sky has been mercilessly severed, dyed with the mist of nihility. And this whole event happened within the course of a single slash.
A single slash of a blade. Isn't really accurate. It was actually 2 blades, just that the second one was faster.
That's... Many guests who weren't supposed to be invited have gathered at this banquet. Even if the harmony is all-embracing, I have no the planet of festivities has no place for you, a puppet of nihility.
Speaking of living in the shadows, there's probably not much difference between us. It's only polite Penacony's Dream Master.
Whether you believe it or not, this is the real me. We are one.
Is this the united as one that the family expects?
My mortal shell has long since dissipated. The Oak family's 107,336 offspring are now my eyes, ears, and mouths, spreading joy across dreams when required. And in times of
From the sound of it, it seems like you're asking me to leave, Penacony.
I am glad that you're an understanding one.
If you think you can.
Are you threatened?
I ended it with a period. It was knowing who I am and still showing such malice. You're not the first, nor will you be the last. This scene played out many times before. And usually when the result has invariably been that they can't.
You are confident. But be reminded, the family is forgiving, but not weak. The chords of the harmony, 137 individuals. And here I stand again.
And you will die. I mean. But that won't come to pass. I'll do as you ask.
A wise choice.
I wasn't aware there was a choice.
To you, that surely is the only option. Please bear in mind, you and Penacony are of different worlds. Those both leave and never return. The radiance of the planet of festivities is overwhelmingly bright, and even more so when this self-annihilator heralds the destruction of everything. Yours Acheron, a befitting name.
Take it from someone on the other side of your so-called river. You know better than I do that Penacony has already deviated from the harmony. Whatever your intentions may be, I foresee only one outcome. Its future holds nothing but nihility. Just like...
Attention, please. The unusual...
I swear...
Excuse me. Are you talking...
Yeah, what about it?
No need to worry. I apologize for any inconvenience caused.
Oh, it was...
And then those chips
Huh? Miss Robin, you mean...
Shh. This technology hasn't been made public yet. Can you help me keep this secret?
Oh, I see.
Thank you. As appreciation. Oh. Press it at just the right moment in the celebration. There could be an... all right. It looks like there are other guests who are also confused. I'll have to excuse myself. Please. So many people talking about it. This commotion at the theme park definitely made waves.
Yeah, she shoots birds.
The show begins.
The family promised. The family needs to provide.
It appears the good sir has, however.
Miss Robin, the family can try.
But as you can see, sir, perhaps the dreamscape.
I could stay.
Of course. Hello. May I ask?
Nothing to be worried about.
Hey, are you a fool?
Hey, don't.
Oh, we.
Rest assured, Miss Robin.
I trust you.
Most to the end.
Actually,
Miss Robin.
Thank you all for your. Of course, the family did not agree.
No wonder. So
Don't worry. Mr.
Please be assured.
Thank you for your hard work. This is a small gift prepared.
I can't believe I.
if trouble comes knocking on our...
Miss Robin? That's the
I didn't expect to meet a fan here.
I can't believe I'm actually meeting the real Robin.
Preparation is important. Regarding the recent mishap.
But, plus, I met that generous.
Everyone, please do not.
Even if you say so.
Some people.
Miss Robin?
Still, I suppose.
Huh?
Here, take this, little guest. Make sure to take good care of it until the... You never know.
We're back to where it all began. You entered the golden hour from this place. It is a pleasure to journey alongside you once more. But it's time I laid bare the entire truth before. I know you have many questions. Do you remember when we encountered death in that instant before it killed me? So, following the clues in the script, I came up with some theories about the meme. That's why I instructed Silverwolf to issue invitations. I intended to call upon death before you arrived. To solve the riddle using more direct means. And then invite you to join. However, it is how you see now. I was impaled by the bladed wings of death. The heavy pressure of concentrated memoria, miasma, exploded in my mind as if it was actually put after the momentary numbness subsided. I was still alive. And it was just as I thought. I had arrived at a place starkly different from this, and so then I returned to the hotel in the dreamscape, hoping to tell you of its existence. Yet I couldn't. And after all my attempts, and that's it. That is all that's happened. I know it's tough now. Take a deep breath. 3, 2, 1. Don't be afraid. I never knew you could do this. Do you have a driver's?
I do.
That is...
Why? Because this is Japella, the city.
I'm just thinking that you haven't slept in 20 systems.
I'm fine.
I'm not so sure about that. Slow down.
Infiltration is over. Feel free to activate Sam anytime you like.
There's still some time before the next part of the script unfolds. such a long tunnel.
In half a system hour, it will lead us to Kafka.
Is that...
It's in your script too.
Sorry.
Their destiny won't change just because... I told you before.
What about you then? Is this the moment you find...
As always, it's a blank slate.
Because I'm currently in a car with a sleep-deprived driver.
This car has full self-driving capabilities. I'll just put my hand on the steering wheel. Will that do?
Hey, don't Elio would always say there's only one type of destiny, but before that moment arrives, we can still choose what we did.
After today, Japella's Nick, that's your next stop.
Land of the Dreams.
I hope you find whatever you seek there.
Glad to see yours.
Close your eyes. This is the answer. Isn't it incredible? The monster that...
The question that has been perplexing us, does death really exist in the dreamscape, appears to be a cognitive trap. It was laid by those orchestrating every emergence of that meme is related to the Watchmaker. Since Dreamflux Reef is where it brings its captives, it's likely that many of our...
The atmosphere here is starkly different from the beautiful dream. There are no regulations, but from the whispers of the residents, I've heard a familiar...
It's that man again. Always in the right place at the right time. Though Himiko and March have already made a move. Get ready.
The real dreamscape, the land of the exiles.
Protocol
Before we go,
accepted.
should we speak to everyone first?
Connection established.
Holy shit. Well, hi there, mage. Thank you.
Keep going straight down this alley, and it'll lead to an elevator. It'll take us to the center of the
Scared the
land
shit
of
out of
the
me,
exiles.
by the way.
What a huge clocky. Looks like the Watchmaker also left his mark on Dreamflux Reef.
How you doing tonight, bud?
Unbelievable. To think there's a settlement of this size within the dreamscape. And all beyond the family's reach.
Oof, I'm sorry to hear that.
The atmosphere in this fortress...
When I first saw it, what's
I hope
even
you're having
more
fun at
bizarre
least.
is that this place is also separated into trade and resident.
Though both... But there's no point in...
Take a right turn at the...
Not come...
The Astral Express likely needs room for some internal deliberation.
Sure. Let's reconnect. Letting her go was the right decision.
Hey, it's Misha.
Further
It's Clocky.
observations are needed before we decide whether to trust. Let's go. I'm sure. He's right over the Reverie Hotel's bellboy. How did he end up here? And right after Miss Acheron said... We'd better check,
Oh, that's
just to
good.
be sure.
This trash can is perfect for me, and perfectly legal for me to steal. Huh?
You're the guest from before. We meet again!
Hello, Misha. I'm well. And
bird over there.
Who might this be?
Tick-tock! Old friend and new friend!
You're,
Nope. Clocky, how did you two get here? This dreamscape isn't supposed to be open to the public.
So, this...
Yep. After my work in the beautiful dream ends, I'll go back home. Commuting used to be more convenient, but ever since travel became cumbersome, Sleepy started ferrying people back and forth between the two dreamscapes.
This Sleepy.
Sleepy is a memory zone meme. Looks fierce and has many eyes, but it's actually really well behaved. Yeah.
Based on the description, that meme is indisputably death. A nightmare for the family, but for the...
Death? Not in a dream, surely. Sleepy's just a little aggressive, and sometimes messes up by fetching the wrong guest.
I see. Has it brought back any guests recently? Say, in the last day or two? We're currently...
I see. Then you'll have to speak with Gallagher. But he's currently busy hosting a visitor from the Oak family, and, Mr. Yang? Is it Miss Robin?
Just as I thought. Considering what happened with Miss Firefly...
If you're looking for Miss Robin, I can lead the way. She told me that she'd be...
If it's not too much trouble. Also, we're looking for our missing
Oh, I haven't. But how about this? Since it's your first time here in Dreamflux Reef, I'll be your guide and help you. She's gone to Mrs. Grace's to visit the children. She won't be leaving anytime soon. So there's...
All right then, we'll follow. Well, we now know the answer to both murder cases that have caused such commotion in Penacony. As for the intentions of the mastermind behind it all... Yes, that's my thinking as well. I'm not entirely certain, but we still have to... Say, you mentioned before that you saw a clock
Why am
that
I
only
afraid?
you could see, right? I can't shake off this strange feeling. Forget it. It's not important.
Everyone, look! From here, you can see the most
A black hole? No. An accretion disk formed from consolidated...
Oh, so Mr. Yang is also versed in Memoria dynamics. I was just trying to figure out how to explain this huge hole to everyone.
Amy? Galateo?
Look! There she is!
Let me tell you something. Mage, Unicorn's talking to you. He's being weird.
My calculations are final. Who are you? I'm Kami, a dreamscape surveyor specializing in Memoria dynamics. And this, you see that huge gaping hole? It was just a narrow rift many years ago. But now, it's grown into a giant hole. The surrounding Memoria has been flowing toward, but the scary part is, I constantly improve after 10 please.
You don't say.
Oh, do you know?
We're very interested in Madame Rosalina.
Why, of course. She's an... Regrettably, due to the... I came to Penacony to learn more about my idol, and went to great lengths to seek out
Motherfucker, don't.
all because this is her final resting place. Prodigies always meet their demise prematurely. If only Madame Rosalina had more time, she would have
You're an
discovered
ass.
a way to reverse the flow of Memoria. I felt it. The source is in the golden hour. There is a certain anomalous
Excuse me.
presence stirring the currents of the memory zone.
Does the name Madame Rosalina sound familiar? That's right. It...
Miss Kami regularly... Our destination is the commercial district. That's where the largest crowds gather in Dreamflux Reef. We might be able to find the
No
others.
bug. I hate you both so much right now. And the worst part is my drink's carbonated. There you go.
Take it. Buy some new armor for your tribe.
Excuse me.
Let me go! Ghost! There's a ghost! Don't!
Oh my. I'm human and... Ah, there you are! Quickly, come help!
Let me go! Let me go! I've only done...
Well, this is how it turned... Me? A ghost? He thinks he's dead.
Dear guest, this is not the...
That's right. Did you hear that? Repeat.
You're talking to someone invisible. If I'm not dead, what am I? I shouldn't have...
Curiosity kills the Babeshi.
Stop asking! You'll alert the monsters!
You're not talking...
Don't say that name! It's all your...
Combat is a series of precise machinations. Come one, come all.
Come on, show me forever doomed.
Time for a shot nap time.
You won't get away.
Victory rush.
He passed out. His...
I see.
Unlike in the sweet dream, but we can't just leave this man here. Can we take him...
We can ask Jesse for help. I've gotten to know many locals while waiting for you guys. Everyone here is living a self-sufficient life. I don't know how to describe it,
yeah.
but this place feels
It's got a
like
buzzsaw on it. That is not the person I wanted to talk to. I want to talk to Jesse.
Evening, Jesse.
Welcome, Miss March.
These two are my friends.
I see. There have been a lot of new faces lately. Things must...
Do such things often?
Not really, but they're becoming more frequent now. Guess it's one of the signs of the sweet... This man has had quite the shock. Could you help me find a Halovian lady, March? Her songs can heal me.
A Halovian?
That must be Robin. She's also...
Huh? Robin? But I thought she... Oh, right.
Misha's about to take us to her.
We met some stowaway. I heard that places like Dream... I also heard that when Dreamflux Reef took shape, it was the center of all dreamscapes and...
If that's true, it's no wonder there are so many similarities.
Himeko must be gathering information.
Let's see how you handle a stroke of... Take it. Buy some new armor for your tribe.
Able to level up again. No, I bet you. Well, first let's get this bird out of this cat picture. Where's Himeko?
This is where we split up. She can't be too far away.
I swear I just heard Clocky over here.
You may have it. Consider it your reward.
So that's how it is.
Oh, he looks kind of cool.
To borrow Gallagher's catchphrase, what an...
Himeko, here they...
Ah, perfect timing.
It's a pleasure.
You know...
I've been keeping an eye on you since the day you arrived in Penacony. We would have met under more appropriate circumstances if Dreamflex Reef hadn't been isolated from the 12... Please, allow me to formally introduce myself. I'm Micah, the Gravekeeper of Dreamflux Reef.
Gravekeeper?
Life in Dreamflux Reef is pretty liberating. Everyone here mostly keeps to themselves, without meddling in others' affairs.
You're too modest, Micah. When lost dream chasers stumble upon this place, you're the one who takes care of them, guiding them back to the sweet dream, or showing them how to...
So, Garden?
Were you...
On that note, Mr. Mika, which tombstones are you referring to? We didn't come across...
They're actually just symbolic stones. But since you're curious, Mr. Yang, but before that, you have an important guest joining you.
An important guest? Who could it be?
This way, please.
Back and
The
forth,
roads here
then
at
back
Dreamflux
and
Reef
forth,
are
then
a
back
bit run
and
down,
forth.
so watch your step. There she is.
Everyone sang so wonderfully. It's not often that I tried this music style.
Oh, I can't thank you enough, Robin. Well,
It was nothing, Grace. I merely taught them how to sing. It was you. Life must be quite difficult for them in reality, I imagine.
That's right.
Whenever it's time to say goodbye to these kids, they're reluctant to leave.
Oh, jeez, no.
Every corner.
You know, it's Emma and Andy are orphans I took under my wing. Carol there, with her blind eyes, used to work at a nutrition center in the outer ring of Penacony. If we compare people to me,
I'm glad that you found a new life here.
Don't worry, Robin. Dreams have their significance, but they aren't everything. Both the children and I understand this. But you know what? Emma and Gary aren't plagued by their insecurities anymore. No, and Carol is learning how to cope with her blindness. And Andy is livelier than ever. You see, in dreams, we learn how to live. Once we return to reality.
And should our feathers be damaged, then we share our wings with what there's no need to covet an illusory sky.
It's a relief to see you sing.
It's nice to see you all again, Astral Express crew. I heard my disappearance caused quite the...
Since you're here, can we assume that
Ever since I returned to Penacony, my voice started to change, until it gradually faded away. At first, I thought it was a temporary ailment, perhaps due to having been away too long. But now it seems the root of the problem goes way beyond me. There are elements around me that don't align with the harmony.
The sweet dreams collapse. That
While I was away from Penacony, the boundaries of the 12 dreamscapes kept expanding outward. But whenever I mentioned the anomalies in the dream, all the family yet later, I discovered the secret letters from the IPC ambassador, which further convinced me that there are hidden secrets beneath the surface of Penacony. It's the land of the exiles.
Hearing you speak,
I hate to admit it, but the harmony in this place resonates more broadly than within the sweet dream. It's regrettable, but the family has experienced betrayal. The traitor, or traitors, abandoned their original principles and, using the name of harmony, exploited people's weaknesses to turn Penacony into the planet of festivity. This is not the strong defending the weak, but rather the strong exploiting the weak. A world without equality won't ever be favored by the harmony.
Naturally.
Could there be another force influencing the family's shift in philosophy, Miss Ro? Considering what happened with Acheron, it's difficult to conceive of another.
I want to get Boot Hill.
Heard about what happened. Regardless, I must uncover the reason. I've decided to forgo my role and never step foot on the Charmony Festival stage.
Look here, brother. A little bird.
Looks like a fledgling Charmony dove. But Charmony doves don't live here. So how did this little...
It looks weak and frail. Why don't we find something...
This place is too dangerous for a fledgling. Let's take it with us. We can put it on the...
Okay. A bird like that must have a beautiful...
I'll ask the family head to build a
cage? But then it won't...
Let's see. What is it that has captured the attention of the two best interpreters of the Great One? Oh, poor little thing. Doesn't...
I do.
Why?
Even if it's small and not fully fed birds.
That's quite the romantic idea.
I think she's right. But if we leave it out in the water...
Ah, I see. It seems our little... As you probably know, we've seen this spectacle. Their ancestors, after countless...
So...
Well, that's an idea.
I think people...
That's an interest...
For now,
Well said.
We will take good care of them.
Yeah.
And what might they...
What if this... I mean, should we let them go back?
Talking in your sleep, birdie? Time to wait. You look a little unsteady. Yeah. Happy about that?
Where is Robin?
I knew that was going to be the first thing you'd ask. Don't worry, your sister is here, safe and sound. If I were you, I'd be more worried about myself. After all, right in front of you is the guy who just stabbed you in the chest with a dagger.
If you wanted to kill me, you wouldn't give me the chance to speak. Just tell me.
So, you figured out who I am, huh? No wonder you had the guts to go against the Dream Master and the Four Families.
Good choice.
You are aware of my plan and see through my fictionology. Time is running out, so let's drop the I'm suggesting we cooperate.
Cooperate? What makes you think
The fact that the famous Robin has chosen my side. Plus, some clues about a traitor and a bright future for Penacony.
I find it hard to believe a man who's full of
Fine, you don't have to trust me. What you should, the sense of justice inside of you.
Show me, Robin.
All right, as you wish.
Huh?
What's your trick this time?
Just kidding.
And the crew, too. There are too many people who you owe an
That'd be great. Please follow me, Honorable Oak family head.
Okay, then.
This is the monument I mentioned earlier. The name's inscribed on it.
Rosalina and Tiernan.
When Penacony was known as a frontier prison, it was the Trailblazers who connected it with the stars. They were the heroes who saved Asdana, and their names deserve to be immortalized. Not just on this small... However, today, the planet of festivities is nothing but sweet dreams. That heavy piece...
If their names are inscribed here, then that...
According to Micah, they died long ago.
Rosalina was killed during the War of Independence. She ventured alone into the heart of the star system to investigate the flow. Tiernan was a skilled gunslinger, strong and reliable. He led the people through countless battles, but he didn't live long enough to witness the arrival of true peace. In the decade following the war, Penacony faced challenges internal and external. To protect Asdana, Tiernan picked up the way of the Trailblaze again, and led the Letmoth family to
Though I had expected as much, the tales of these heroes...
True to the title of Trailblazer, they spent their lives venturing into the unknown.
When Dreamflux Reef was created, its owner was still alive. However, He insisted on erecting a monument for himself, saying that it will happen someday. Here we meet again. Everyone from...
Robin.
Free. Fuck.
I promised to give the siblings some privacy, so let's talk about our business.
That sounds sensible enough. Since you went through the trouble of gathering the family head, the crew, and the Stellaron hunters, I'm guessing you...
Oh? Is it that obvious?
The look on your face is practically screaming, I'm the one behind.
You're right, Mr. Yang. The siblings already know what they need to, and they've made their choice. But you, Nameless, before we begin, let me reintroduce myself. I'm the founder of Dreamflux Reef, the deputy of the Watchmaker, and as Gallagher, the history fictionologist, I humbly extend my greetings to you all.
History fictionologist? So what?
Well, don't worry. Almost everything I shared was true. Well, except for the part about the family accepting me back.
I double-checked with Micah, and everything he said about the family, the Watchmaker, and...
Thank you for your understanding. Now let's get down to business. I'm sure you're all wondering why I went through the trouble of setting up this battle for the legacy. And, well, it all boils down to something very familiar to...
The Stellaron? But how is that possible? Penacony is a free-flowing
You're totally correct. So, care to... How keen. Well, what should I say? I expected nothing less from the person here who is the most familiar with Stellaron. The sweet dream doesn't come out of thin air. If you think of the memory zone as the sea, creating the land of the dreams is like to achieve this feat. Without the help of an emanator of remembrance or enigmata, the only way is to use a Stellaron.
Noted.
And that's not something you can achieve with a simple wish. It requires vast quantities of knowledge, time. In Azdana, the planet of festivities itself is a Stellaron disaster.
The planet of festivities,
It all started a long time ago. Back when the Watchmaker and his crew liberated the frontier prison. They faced countless challenges as the Stellaron first entered the Azdana system during the war. The Nameless warned everyone against the folly of attempting to tamper with such a power, and most heeded their words. But there are always people in the turning point came after Tiernan's death. With two of the Nameless gone, the Watchmaker had to go to the front lines. It was at that moment his rivals. By the time a representative from the Montour System's family arrived at the Watchmaker's call, the Stellaron had already been activated and was seeping into the primordial synesthesia dreamscape.
And I suppose the family happened to possess the knowledge to seal the Stellaron?
Not just that. They knew far more about the Stellaron than the average person. They helped Mikhail. Those three eras were known as the Age of Dreaming. The what?
Then, how did they...
Remember the island in the ocean metaphor? The truth is, the Stellaron was never truly sealed. It existed in a different form within the dreamscape. Think about this. It's people's lives. The opulent dream is built upon the decay of spirits, with a toxic elixir called pleasure flowing through the dreamscape. It tempts people to indulge in the dreamscape, and gradually their minds succumb, become confusion, laziness, and cowardice. Weaknesses that plague humanity were magnified and nourished by the family. Penacony became a new kind of prison. Sadly, we realized this far too late. By then, the family had a firm grip on Penacony, swiftly quelling any opposition. At my wit's end, I had to use the power of the Enigmata, and sought refuge in this chaotic memory zone. Over the years, I fabricated a meme within this dream for our use. Dormancy. That's its real name. We exploited a loophole. You see, regular people can't fall asleep again while they are inside the dreamscape.
So this is the true meaning of the impossible. You sent out invitations in the Watchmaker's name to find forces capable of resolving the Stellaron disaster and
It's not just that. Above all, I wanted to see what happens when the major factions engage in a struggle for the legacy. Since this is the Watchmaker's first announcement in decades, the traitor within the
So, the legacy is...
If you want to consider the Stellaron as the legacy, I'm totally fine with it.
If that's the case, where is the Stellaron now?
That's a question for Mr. Wings. The Stellaron is still under the family's control, and as the head of the Oak family, I'm sure
Mr. Wing.
Are you done talking? So...
It is the Penacony Grand Theater itself.
As I suspected. It's the embodiment of the family. The edifice that first materialized within the Sweet Dream. That's what turned Penacony into its current state.
As for the person who employed its power, it is in fact Mr. Gopherwood, the current Dream Master.
Well, that was easier than I thought. Did you conduct...
Correct. When I was trying to track down the person who murdered...
Confronting me first turned out to be...
I didn't have other options. The Dream Master has been elusive, and even the heads of the... Moreover, Mr. Gopherwood has been kind to my sister and me.
What do you mean by that?
To be honest, my brother and I are also victims of the cancer of all worlds. We grew up as orphans, and were adopted by the... But I can't just stand by and watch Mr. Gopherwood become an enemy of the Harmony. I won't step on that stage and sing, no matter who the traitor is, or what orders they give me. I won't let the Charmony Festival become an event that destroys the paradise in our dreams.
Indeed. For the paradise in our dreams. As the head of the Oak family, I'm responsible for ensuring Penacony's promising future. Robin and I will head into the Sweet Dream, and I'll fight alongside you. We'll put the Charmony Festival on hold and make sure Mr.
The enemies you are about to face aren't like this old dog here, who can barely even bark. Since our interests are aligned, why don't we team up? Maybe, just maybe.
We have always been following in the footsteps of our nameless predecessors, and there's no reason to stop now.
Yeah, we Nameless won't back down from a challenge. That line actually makes me a...
Rest assured, sitting on the sidelines isn't in our nature. Mr. Sunday, Miss Robin, I'm willing to accompany you on behalf of the Astral Express. Having a third party present should help with...
Thank you, Mr.
Thank you all very much.
The Charmony Festival is about to start, and time is against us.
Everyone, let's gather over here. We still need to make some preparations. I may have been quick to step up to the plate, but confronting the...
Even
He's the leader of the families of Penacony, and he has the entire power of the Harmony behind him. Not to mention the Stellaron in it.
Maybe you can just stay behind this time, Miss...
No, that won't do. Even if we count Robin as an ally, something felt off about Mr. Sunday just now. Although, I can't... You're still carrying the keepsake the IPC envoy gave you, right? Maybe. Huh. As I suspected, this chip Aventurine gave to you is actually, if I'm right, he intends to use it to track your location or contact you when needed. As it so happens, this may actually be of some use in the current situation.
Aventurine? Is he still alive? And what does he have?
Remember what I said earlier? Working with the IPC is a way if negotiations go south and the family show their true colors by going after the Stellaron. I'll use this transmitter to send a message to the IPC. The only question mark in all of this is Aventurine's current status. But the IPC is always listening, especially senior strategic investment department heads like him. Getting the message across...
Good luck to you, Welt.
Well, you take care too. If anything goes wrong...
Spoken like a true hero.
Getting closer to sealing the Stellaron.
Is innocent,
now that we found out,
family's
it only took
corruption runs deep.
2 parts to find out there was a Stellaron on this world.
Don't you have something?
Why would you say?
Before we departed, the conductor asked us to inquire about the 3 nameless in Penacony. We've already collected intel about Razelina, if I'm not mistaken. We've already met him.
It's not enough to say meet, but the answer is pretty obvious. I've been watching over you ever since I received the reply from the Astral Express. And I've seen the great effort you all put into linking different realms together across the cosmos. And now, Miss Himiko, were you the one who repaired the Express and got it sailing?
Yes.
And you two, young Nameless, you have very interesting life stories.
Hey, you...
You're full of energy. Please, send my regards to the conductor, Pom Pom. Please let them know that their friend has fond memories of his time aboard the Express, which he reminisces on. As for the last Nameless, he embarked, disembarked, and embarked again. Traveling in a great circle, ending up on his deathbed, he told me to find the Astral Express and deliver an invitation to the future Nameless. He left behind a special gift, a true legacy. Something that belongs only to the successors. Come with me. Now.
Back here again.
Sometimes I feel like you're still alive, old friend. Like you've still got so much to say and do. I've kept my promise. Brought the future trailblazers you've waited so long for. I don't know why you were so obsessed with that train. But I remember your last words. Don't let us down, old man.
What's happening?
Go ahead. His resting place lies in the garden up ahead. The first and last Nameless of Penacony. Mikhail Char Legward, the Watchmaker.
So Mikhail was Watchmaker and... I think I'll play the rest.
Sure enough, the Watchmaker is the third Nameless. Even I could guess that one.
The legacy he left behind was a dream bubble. I believe inside that bubble, after all, when I checked its contents, I found nothing inside. Maybe some Trailblaze runes?
Well, let's have a...
honestly, how could a dream bubble be?
That old man always had this strange belief in the Nameless and the Trailblaze. And I never understood where he got that confidence from. Especially since I could never figure out what was going on in that old man's head. But this empty dream bubble is so typical of him. That mischievous old man.
Don't think that's the case, Gallagher. I'm sure Mikhail has left us.
Don't start getting all philosophical on me.
Just as Mikhail believes in the Nameless of the future, we unconditionally believe in the Nameless of the past. How could they leave with regrets for the future when they were ready to dedicate their lives to the land? There must be something contained in this dream bubble. It's just we haven't figured it out yet.
Well, I'm a follower of the Enigmata. My philosophy forbids me to have faith in anything. That's why I understand what faith means in the path of Trailblaze. And I also want to know what he left behind.
Can I borrow your pet? I need to make a trip back to Golden Hour and check something at the Dreamscape sales store. It's for Mikhail, and for the future of Penacony.
Wait, what?
Welcome to the Reverie Hotel. How may I help you?
Greetings. We're the Nameless from the Astral Express, and...
The Astral Express?
Yes, my companion's already checked in. My name is Dan Hung, and...
I see, but your companion said you wouldn't be coming due to...
Now the plans have...
And you...
Me? I'm... Pong Pong. A new Nameless who's also with the Astral Express.
He's my fellow Trailblazer. We responded to the family's invitation before he boarded the Express, so he wasn't ready.
Oh, I see. Another one of the Nameless had a similar situation. Seems like since there's a precedent, it shouldn't be a problem. Just give me a second to contact your companion. I'm sorry, dear guests, but it seems I'm unable to reach the other...
What do you mean by...
My apologies. This is the first time I've encountered a situation like this. However...
How about this? Give me their room number, and we'll go
I'm afraid that's not possible. I need to verify both of your identities before I can share any guest information.
How about you just wake up someone? Let's say, Welt?
I'm sorry, but there are strict rules regarding forced awakening. It cannot be done.
So nothing works, huh? What's your solution then? Are you saying we sleep here? At the reception?
Please be patient. We need to contact your companions.
And now it seems you need to confirm our identities before you can contact our companions.
It...
Oh, fudge. Look, nothing personal, but if you...
Please calm down, dear guests. I do recall that Mr. Sunday, the Oak family head...
I don't think she's trying to give us a hard time. She really just...
I have a bad feeling about this. You tried to contact him on...
Something doesn't seem right. I need to leave for a moment. You can stay here with the rest...
Sure thing. Don Hung seems pretty worried about his companions. I should give him some space. Stressing out about it won't help anything. Locked and loaded.
Greetings. I'm Code.
Hello. Do you think they're...
I'm not at present. All of the
She doesn't appear to be.
The Charmony Festival is about to start! I'm so excited!
Hey!
Well, I didn't...
Well, back in my...
Oh, come on!
Well, you never... Anyway...
Unsettling thing.
Relax. With a...
Well, looks like I won't get any foot back already.
Hasn't she returned?
Nope. Neither the staff nor the guests seem to know anything about what's happening in the dreamscape, and...
I agree. And I walked around the hotel, but didn't meet a single...
Well, I'll be...
We shouldn't linger.
Not so fast. Have you ever robbed the IPC?
Are you suggesting we sit here?
I wouldn't say do nothing. But let's stay put for... They don't want to attract...
If I were a family member...
Of course, we don't need...
A secret signal.
That's right.
Oh, a concrete object can indeed help the Memo Keeper establish a connection with you. But Boot Hill, if you have one...
I'm sorry.
How do we get into the VIP lounge?
This is where my street smarts come into play. You're the lobby.
Yes, I am.
We're the Nameless from the Astral Express. We wanted to check in, but there's something wrong with... We've been waiting here forever, without any food or water. What the fork, man? Is this how the family treats...
Is this your idea of...
It's called...
I apologize for the inconvenience. Please wait while we try to contact Mr. Sunday. I'll...
Just don't call yourself...
Wow, this bar's something else. Certainly worthy of the planet of festivity.
Good evening, gentlemen.
Hey, I have an order for a bottle of His Donna's White Oak.
Donna's White Oak?
Oh, no way.
If someone had reserved such a beverage, I would definitely remember it. It sells for hundreds of thousands of credits per bottle, after all. I couldn't afford to cover for such an item if it were broke.
That's strange. Well, could it be that the Memo Keeper couldn't afford it?
Then what should we do now?
No need to rush. Let's grab some drinks first. Let's see what kind of juice malts you all have here.
Well, that's the most expensive one on the list. You have it.
It's all...
What can I get for you?
Anything you recommend is...
Then I would recommend today's special, Glass Village. It's classic Soul Glad mixed with Laboonju.
This flavor. Dynamite barbecue with rocket fuel. Ooh, really hits the spot. Truly the finest sherry cask-aged malt juice in the cosmos.
Dynamite barbecue with rocket fuel. Is that really...
Hey.
As long as you're satisfied, dear guests.
Let's give the Memo Keeper another half-system hour. If she doesn't show up, we'll need to come up...
The situation is unclear. It's unusual for the followers of the Harmony to invite other factions.
Actually, there's something else I'm concerned about. As you know, the faction that follows the path of the Hunt are some of the most dangerous folks in the cosmos to mess with. I mean, who in the right mind would impersonate the Xianzhou Alliance? Isn't there a saying among the Xianzhou people that the Rainbow Sect lets their Lux Arrow do all the beating?
Talking. Do all the talk.
Well, you know what I mean. Even though the Galaxy Rangers have been out of sight for years, we've been keeping an eye on this region. Even the dump with that Acheron lady. She doesn't seem like a lunatic at all. On the contrary, she's highly logical and...
And you believe that someone like her would have an ulterior motive for...
I'm not entirely sure. But I do have my suspicions. Maybe she knows a guy...
Anyway, what worries me more are the unless...
Maybe it's Sheepei the Harmony pulling the strings. You find it beyond human understanding because it wasn't arranged by human. People do stupid things out of irrational impulse, but eons don't.
You think Sheepei's will is behind...
It may not necessarily be Sheepei. It's much simpler.
I might have to end stream soon. I'm starting to get a headache.
But in my opinion...
Oh. So
exactly. It's more about...
I don't know what you've been through. That's why the Galaxy Ring. Just in case. I have a backup plan if the Memo Keeper doesn't show up.
You sure have a lot of cards up your sleeve.
Well, going back to my old career would make things a lot easier. And by the way, when you were walking around the hotel, did you have...
What's your
It's simple. We just grab some hostages and use them as bargaining chips with the family. Or maybe we can eat...
No need for that.
Well, wait. Are you getting scared? Draw your weapon. Let's make a...
Are you leaving, esteemed guests? Would you like to cancel that As Donna's White Oak you just ordered?
Huh? As Donna's White Oak? But... didn't you just...
Ha ha. Looks like you are a bit intoxicated, esteemed guests.
Looks like you're Memo Keeper.
Oh, right. So I'll be waiting for you on the Astral Express.
No mistake. That's her message to you. She knew the hotel wasn't safe, so she's...
Well, looks like we took a detour, but now it's back to the Astral Express.
You're back? 2 guests just boarded saying they were looking for Boot Hill. So I told them to wait in the park.
Oh, just
2 guests?
She's one of them. Look, we welcome all passengers on the Astral Express, but sneaking in like...
My apologies, conductor. It was an oversight on my part. I assumed you were already acquainted with the garden. Given the chaotic situation in Penacony, the Nameless are the only ones we can truly trust, right?
You are the Memo Keeper.
Pleased to meet you, Dan Hung. I've seen you in others' memories. And as for Boot Hill, this is our first face-to-face.
Finally, Memo Keeper. Well, let's cut to the chase.
That's precisely what I intend to do. But before that, please allow me to introduce myself. My name is Black Swan, and I serve the Garden of Recollection. I'm sure she knows it better than I do. Greetings. I'm Acheron.
What? You Garden of Recollection shirtbag! You betrayed me!
I apologize, but she did that at my request. Due to certain reasons, I have been exiled by the family. Thankfully, this Memo Keeper came to my aid and helped me escape their surveillance unnoticed. To be honest, it was more like stalking than helping. And the process was far from unknown. I asked her to guide me to a place beyond the family's reach and to contact a few trustworthy individuals. Namely, all of you.
Trustworthy? Son of a nut. How about this? I'll put a few bullet holes in your head and see what secrets spill out. Then, we can talk about trust.
It doesn't have to be like that. I'm willing to answer all your questions, but not right now. If my cover hadn't been blown, we might have had more time, but at the moment, we don't have any other options.
No other options? What do you...
This is the only way I can ensure everyone's safety. I kindly request an immediate warp jump out of the Astana star system.
This passenger
Ranger is request.
As far as I can tell, she's not a threat. And
I've briefly traveled with your companions and know their whereabouts, Dan Heng. Please rest assured, your nameless companions are safe, but they need our... As for Boot Hill, you may have guessed. I've been waiting for you. Galaxy Rangers are known for their elusive nature and limited contact with each other. So this was the only way I could reach out to you. Only by doing this can I find a true Galaxy Ranger and fulfill a long-standing promise. To return his relics to their rightful owner. Someone once told me that every rainfall is like raindrops are said to be the tears of the gods, shed in response to the sorrows of the world. So, how long has this rain been going on for?
I used to believe, just like you, that it would eventually stop. It looks like the god you mentioned doesn't exist after all. Well, mortals who walk the paths are like, and for some,
like those
sin-thirsters, the obsessions of the Path Striders. They emerge from the depths of IX, seeing themselves as masters of their own destiny. Unknowingly, they emerge from the nihility and head toward it, leading they were once my dear companions.
Are you watching over them?
Watching over them? No. It was a brutal war. A crusade that shook the universe. The universe witnessed the fall of Zulo, the Lord. The unwavering determination of the Hunt followers persists even in death. So someone must guide these lost souls to their life beyond. As for me, I've suffered too many losses on that battlefield.
But you know, these sin-thirsters.
Does this seem point? Well, some tasks have to be done.
I can help you.
For what?
For the meaning of the nihility.
I see. After all, thank you, stranger. I wish that you find what you seek.
Before we part ways, I have one more question. It is true that their actions and even their entire lives may seem pointless from our perspective. If this is what the departed ones expected, should we try to change it?
A good question. And a profound one. What I do know is that one day I too will pass away. Someone will stand at my grave.
When I appeared as a child, my speech, mindset, as I grew into adulthood.
I humbly request your blessings, esteemed.
Come to me, my kinship.
As you wish. I have faithfully served the Alfalfa family for nearly a decade out of laziness. I lied and claimed that everything was ready.
Do you sincerely repent? Have you examined your soul? And are you willing to accept the... Very well. Show your dedication and good...
Oh, praise she...
Next. Please.
I wholeheartedly confess to you. Please, pardon...
Rest assured, I have implored their presence to be with us. As long as you are sincere.
Oh, great.
I see.
My children were... But the Bloodhound family...
The family is ready to forgive all sinners. I'll ask the Bloodhound family to cease their pursuit.
Oh, thank you.
Next, please.
Hey! Long time no see, Mr. Sunday. The most esteemed individual.
I have sought their presence with us.
Sure. Let's just get this over with. I have said that's it. Nothing more. And we wrap.
Do you seek to atone?
My sins? Well, starting to sound like a saint, huh? Well, let me tell you something. You think nobody knows what your precious family has done? About the watchmaker? Huh? Don't kid yourself, Featherbrain. Before you start spouting off your holy verses, answer me this. Where does the power of the Oak family come from? Well, I've spent enough time...
Oh, revered triple-faced soul, who can judge the strong when their power? Who can vouch for the weak when they? Who can comfort the pure? If the strong defending the weak, then who?
Brother? Brother, are you all...
I'm fine.
You've been working non-stop.
No.
It has always been our wish, even if the negotiation...
You know...
the Dream Master rarely...
Let's hope.
Indeed.
It's about time.
Don't worry. I'll be...
Alright. We're gonna call it there for now. I'm starting to get a really bad headache. So... I will try to be back on tomorrow night. Should all things go well.
Looks like someone needs help. Let's go check it out.
To somebody. We gotta go.
finger.
This won't work.
I got Hoover in one try though, but still, I got like Natasha. First star at once too.